happy to see. I think I'm dying here, man.
Through the haunted mansions and floors, the creek, they lead us to the places from which we dare not peek. A journey through fear and the realm of the night. In every word they speak, our hearts ignite with fright. Welcome to the horror show, the Deep Cut Podcast, where nightmares come alive, ready to take their blow. Tune in to the chilling delight on the airwaves of the night. Let the darkness grow. Let the darkness grow.
Aw, yeah. It's that time again for another bi-weekly podcast with your hosts, Rotten Roger DeMarco and
Evil Dead Inks.
And previously on the Deep Cut Podcast. What were we talking about?
It's a two-parter.
Boom, boom, boom. We're in the same clothes. We didn't even change to pretend like...
I didn't even move. I don't give a fuck.
Nope.
No, we're just continuing the discussion and going a bit deeper in because Halloween is getting a game.
Thank you, Accods. I was going to say Jesus, but it's, the Accod family, Blumhouse, whoever owns it now.
Whoever it is, it's promising. We have equal hypes ready for this. Hypes we have not had for any of those multiplayer movie-based games since.
Any of those pretenders, even though they're put out by our boys. So
yeah. So we'll definitely be talking some more potential like ideas and stuff we have for the Halloween game. But the two things that first came out that are tied to Halloween the game that apparently to everyone except us is our toxic words, our bad words. And you can go to any comment section on anything that's posted about this, and nobody except us has anything good to say about
Slash and Cast. Maybe they've been really trying.
They've been trying, but I've seen them a few times being like trying to preface people because they also know the backlash you get for mentioning Illfonic and Gun Media.
Luckily for us, nobody pays attention to us. So
well, yeah, we're gonna sway them.
Yeah,
we're on the other side of the fence. I hear Gun Media and Illfonic, and I am like, yes,
oh yeah,
100% behind these two sets, which they don't have. They're not making this game necessarily, but they're like a finger on the hand of production, I want to say.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're big, huge fans of these two entities because
the fan service.
They get exactly. That's something I wanted to bring up in the last episode. Is
you save it for this one, yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about watching Friday the 13th gameplay footage, and that was one aspect. But the one that will never leave my mind is literally in your house. The wives go out to do whatever they do.
Oh yeah,
and we're sitting in your living room, and we happen to see a video that popped up that examines things in a cabin in Friday the 13th. It was like 80 things that are movie accurate from this cabin.
I think that was a Charmin video.
I want to say it was, and both of us were like, "There's no way you can pull 80 things out your ass that are from this Friday the 13th franchise. You can't pull 80 things out of one cabin and make me believe it." And I'll be damned if they didn't do exactly that. So
the attention to detail in every aspect.
Devil's in them details, like I've said then and say now, is they put all that extra effort in for us that goes unnoticed, unrecognized, unappreciated.
Yeah, stuff you just
by
run
everyone
past.
else.
Yeah, you just run past in the game, and you're not.
That's a lamp.
Yep. Yeah, but it's the lamp from Part 3 next to.
Yeah. You know? And I was like, I never paid attention to that goddamn lamp, but I'll be damned if that ain't that lamp.
What a stupid place to put a lamp. I tell you, and that's again, like you said, we see those names, and it's not for any like, it's not how they code. It's not the graphics. Whatever. It is literally the love, you know, that they're putting into it. And these super small, minuscule things that mean jack shit that are getting like, we have reference photos and we're scanning them and we're putting them into the game, and like it's just it means something. It means something more than just making some.
To put it in Halloween terms, it's the equivalent of them in Halloween Kills doing everything they did to recreate the Myers house.
Yeah.
To look like it was in 1978.
Down to the wallpaper peels, man. Like,
yeah, to make everything so seamless that you were like, this totally, I would believe it if you said this was extra 78 footage that is just now being, you know, unveiled.
Yeah, that's been like digitally remastered, cleaned up.
That level of intricate care is what they'd put into all these little things for Friday the 13th. And I know one of the biggest things that they get chewed out for is this, like, how many issues, like bugs and problems they had. And again, I think we're the only ones being like, guys, they're not, you know, a major, you know, gaming company. It's like 6 guys.
Yes.
And they're learning this shit at the same time, you know, we are.
Yeah, and they're having to do PR and everything else.
All that.
Putting out all the fires.
I don't think they were expecting, like, streamers to get their hands on that and amplify the popularity of it, because I felt like it was partially a struggle during the campaign, like, donations.
To meet the goals,
Yeah, to get there, because they weren't, you know, as prevalent as they was going to be, to where everybody wanted to get this game. All these kids saw it. They wanted to play it. So all the systems were crashing on launch day.
Yeah.
Issues with, you know, getting, you know, copies of the discs out to people. Them going the extra mile and sitting like, look, I know you guys, like us, you guys just bought physical copies of the disc. Here's the digital copy. Here's a couple other little trinkets. I know it's not much, but we acknowledge
we fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, we're trying our best to make it better.
And also, so here's the thing, too, about those guys, which you're not going to get from, and I don't really know, so this is just me, this is speculating, I guess, but like, because I'm not a gamer, so maybe you, since you play more games, you might be able to shed some light to this, but like, I will say this, when Friday the 13th game was, you know, having launch issues and doing all of these, had problems, and they were just working so hard to iron it out. We were getting dev diary videos.
Yep.
We were getting constant updates via social media of like, hey man, we're fixing this. We're getting bug updates, you know, with giant lists, like we're fixing this. Like, and it wouldn't just be like 1 or 2 things like, oh, his hand clips or whatever. It was like 40 things that were getting addressed. Like almost like twice a week. It felt like for a while, like they were knocking them out. They were working their asses off.
They weren't sleeping, I'm sure, for months.
And it's heartwarming to me, because it's like, I don't know that I've ever experienced that with any other game where like it comes out and it's not ready, and then you're just dealing with a broken game, and you know, you might get an update, like you said, in the 6-month area. Maybe. Or whatever. So, like, to me, man, it felt like we were, like, all riding together kind of a deal.
They felt connectable.
Yeah.
Like,
Wes Keltner and all them guys,
You would not be able to feel like you could reach out and contact somebody that was one of the designers on Call of Duty. Mm-hmm. But you could with Friday the 13th, and they'd respond to you. I think we even sent them one of the custom masks we made at the time.
I think we did. But, yeah, man, like, they're a small team. They work hard. And, again, like, I used to defend Friday the 13th all the time because people would be like, these graphics aren't that great. I'm like, it ain't about the graphics. Like, it's about the playability. It's about the experience in general. But all those details, even if they aren't 4K, you know, whatever resolution bullshit, like all those things were there.
It's not make or breaker. There's a reason Mario Brothers 3 is still so replayable.
Exactly. So, like, yeah, it just it's so fun. It's just fucking. We love those guys, and yeah, seeing them attached to it, we absolutely had the exact opposite reaction
to everyone else.
We were like, well, it's gonna they're gonna knock it out of the park when it comes to the aesthetic.
The immediate comments were like, well, not buying this. This will get shut down in a year's time frame. Just everything under the sun was like, these are poison pills to a game that's coming out. And yeah, we're on the other end of the fence. We're like, nah, we've seen what work they put into doing. We realize they're not a massive team of people. There's just a handful of guys doing this, doing the best they can with it.
Yeah.
And the care they put into it goes the extra mile for us.
Yeah, like I will guarantee you, you're gonna see that like Raggedy Ann doll that's in Lori's bedroom. You know what I mean? You're gonna.
That's one of the things I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, seeing that is, I don't know if they have much sway in that level of contribution to this game, but I hope there is, to where we're able to watch another video where we're gonna see 80 things that we recognize on the Haddonfield map that's from the first couple movies.
Oh, that'll happen. Someone will do it. Slash and Cast.
I'm sure someone will do it, but that it's there at all.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm like. I want to get out of it.
There definitely will be. There's going to be so many Easter eggs, especially with the first movie in general. Like,
yeah.
Because I feel like they've gone over every frame with a fine-tooth comb, and they're, just like I said 2 weeks ago, just from those screenshots that we've been able to see, that 1978 aesthetic, it's there. The like tan police uniforms that are from the movie. They're
blue dark lighting.
Oh yeah.
Blue equals night.
Absolutely. And yeah, it's there 100%. Just the wood grain look of all the set, the
wood finish on everything, wood paneling in every room.
Yeah, and like muted like yellows and flower print.
That couch.
Oh yeah, dude.
That couch
looks like it make
like
you sweat.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, and make you sweat just sitting on it.
I feel itchy sitting on this thing.
Yeah, better put some plastic on that shit. Sit your ass on that plastic. But they are gonna go the extra mile when it comes to looking at the movie and being like, okay, we need that texture. We need that.
They're going to bring the TLC ingredient.
Yeah.
That every other game is missing. Mm-hmm. Like Texas, they had their hand in Texas Chainsaw, which in aspects it had that. Like Leatherface looked good. The map of the house, minus it being a fucking maze.
Yeah, and a mansion for some reason.
It felt pretty like oppressive heat, and kind of you're in that Texas Chainsaw kind of environment. I don't know if they ever got around to doing as much like devil in detail stuff on that one, but they did enough to where I felt it hit the atmosphere.
It was close enough. I
think another big drawback on that one is the initial DLCs that hit for it were like $20 for one skin of Leatherface.
It ain't that kind of party.
And yeah, hopefully with this, it's a lot more reasonable DLC prices. And yeah, hopefully they have an Ultimate Edition that we're able to get where we just get all that shit for a year.
Friday the 13th, its DLC packs were like $4.99.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
And you're getting, whatever, swimsuits or Halloween costumes.
$10, I think, should be your max for any DLC that you get. Unless it's like, I could go 14, maybe, but that needs to really be a lot of shit you're getting for $14.
Well, especially, break it down, like, if you're spending $74 or whatever on an Ultimate Edition or whatever it is.
I think it's you can find it in the Xbox Marketplace store. I don't think it has a price tag on it, but I think it's going to be like around the $50.
Oh yeah, I'm saying like the standard edition will be like a $50, $60 game.
Yeah.
So let's say we get a holy shit edition, could be up to $120. If we're getting like
I'd be shocked if I got the $120 because like
whatever.
WWE, the WWE 2K26 I think is $130 for their Ultimate Edition, but I would $80 to $100.
Yeah. So, but that's a lot of money right out the gate. But also like to believe in a game enough to drop a bill.
Yeah.
So your DLC shouldn't be $20 because like, man, look, I believed in you. I've been here. I've been riding. I dropped the coin for, I own this motherfucker. I'm with you. I'm willing to play it. Don't fuck me. We see that a lot with a lot of games nowadays, like that DLC just bleeding you. And I don't mind a slow bleed. Like I said, like a $4 or even here's $2 whatever.
A superficial cut.
Yeah. I can take a bunch of superficial cuts before I got to shut my power off. You know what I'm saying? But like, I can't be dropping $20 every couple of months on a game I already bought. Like that. I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that guy. But I'll want everything, so I'll be a bitter.
Yeah, and we've talked about what some DLCs could potentially look like for Halloween as opposed to what they were for Texas Chainsaw, which I know was a skin for Leatherface, a different chainsaw.
A couple different kills, I think.
Probably.
Maybe.
I tuned out after that first DLC drop when that was like $20 for that Nicotero.
Oh, it was not a really good...
It was okay, but it was definitely not, half the price of the whole game worthy to get.
Yeah.
Especially when they kind of, I wouldn't say nerfed Leatherface, but he's not necessarily everyone's first pick to play as if you're doing the family. Everyone wants to pick the hitchhiker or, the cook.
Yeah. Which again, too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Yeah, too many killers in the game. But yeah.
That was some of the things that killed Texas Chainsaw, and we talked about, I think, the length of Evil Dead each match, the amount of things like going to get the book pieces and then getting the dagger and then going to take out the elders and then protecting the thing at the very end. Is like, it's a bit too many steps.
Too many and thens.
And I kind of wish they did what I thought initially they were going to do, is you could only pick one character for that match. Like if somebody was Ash, no one else could be Ash.
Yeah, so you didn't have four
ashes which immediately you were not a fan of. I remember you're like, I'm tired of 4 Ashes running around this place, which is why we initially were like, well, Ash is going to be so popular, we're going to just go with other people.
Yeah,
so
I was always Scotty.
You was always Scotty, and I was always Henry the Red.
Yep.
And I remember one of the last times I played as Henry the Red, because I kept maximizing his fighting ability, and I got possessed by the evil one time, and this dude just took the whole team out with me. And he messaged me after. He's like, "Dude, your Henry is really OP. What'd you do to him?"
Steroids and Cocoa Puffs, baby.
I fed him Wheaties.
Yeah.
We were able to drive a car in Evil Dead, and we do know that Michael can drive a car in the movies. Do you think Michael will drive a car in the Halloween game?
I do.
You think that's so. One? You think that could be a way? That could be a thing instead of necessarily the morph ability. He can shift probably like 20 feet or so. But let's say instead of morph, he can just steal a car,
cruise a car.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be with it
if the map's not like if it's the extent of like 3 streets.
Yeah, if it's like a Crystal Lake map.
Yeah,
it's not huge, but it was big enough. Yeah, I'm with that. Especially if you got to get from like one side to the other.
And for Killer Clowns, did you do anything with the Killer Clowns game at all?
We played like 2 rounds. I think Tyson downloaded it on his Xbox because I couldn't get it, and so
that's right.
And then
right.
And I played around, and then he played around, and then I think even he was like, I don't really need it, and so he got rid of it. It was fun enough for what it was, but I just, again, it just kind of it.
I got turned off from that one. One mainly because you weren't playing it, and I was kind of like, "Oh, he'll be playing it."
Yeah, we should have been playing it together.
Yeah, but I remember we couldn't because you were on a last gen console, and it wasn't. You were able to play it, but you weren't able to play it with me. It was on the current gen. For once, I was ahead of the game.
Yep. As
opposed to the Texas Chainsaw where we were flipped. But I played a couple of matches with people, and I distinctly remember the last real person match I played was just a bunch of fucking kids, and I could just hear this kid on the microphone the whole time just pussy, 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 pussy. I think I'm going back to bots.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
And I literally played against bots as the clowns, and I actually got a lot of the achievements as playing against the robots. It was kind of okay with the robots, but it was just a little slow.
Yeah.
Maybe if we were able to get like that Friday the 13th crew that we had for a hot minute together, it may have been more viable, but man, I don't know. They went out the gate straight with Killer Clowns with DLCs of like skins for characters and for clowns.
Yep.
And putting out, I think they're still putting out like one for like an ultimate kind of clown that's either came out or getting ready to come out. They're still trying to pump life into that, but it's hanging by a thread, a string of cotton candy.
Yeah. So I remember what I was going to say, like, because we were talking about the Evil Dead game and how there's so many and thens, right?
Yeah.
It's like you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this before you can finish a game. And with Friday the 13th, it was fairly straightforward. Call the cops, run to the cops. Fix a car, leave. Knock his mask off, kill him. Get the sweater, kill him. Whatever.
You could leave after you were dead too, but most of the time it was more fun to actually stay and watch other people's attempt at survival. Yeah. But you could bail out if you wanted to.
Yeah, but like there was a sense of fun sticking around, especially if it was your crew.
Yeah.
If you really enjoyed playing with those people, you want to watch them, see if they can make it, because you want to play another game with them, because you've got your crew and you're having a good time. But I think with Halloween, when it comes to the online games, if it isn't plagued by the end-thens, you know what I mean? If it doesn't slog, a good game time for an online 1v4, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah,
Tops.
I think that's a sweet spot.
That's tops. That's maxed out time, So it could finish faster.
How do you think that a match ends? If it's, let's say we, of course, have a 20-minute time limit. You survive that 20 minutes. That's the most basic way in Friday you could survive. That's got to be the same for Friday or for Halloween. How do you finish a match before the time goes up in Halloween, you think? Because I don't even remember if there was never a snowball's chance in hell of getting to a time limit in Texas Chainsaw. No way in hell you're ever getting close to that 20 minutes.
Not even close. But
I don't even think you'll make it 5 minutes.
I don't even think I ever made it out of like 2 minutes, dude. I always got wrecked.
Yeah. And Killer Clowns has a ticking clock to where things are going to end as well. Mm-hmm. And I don't even remember Evil Dead, like its time frame. Like I think those just could last forever.
Yeah.
You could have an hour-long match.
Yeah, because you're fighting all the deadites that aren't
the random deadites that spawn up.
Yeah, so you're just basically killing everything that sticks its head up. But for Halloween,
how do you end a match? How do you think they're going to end a match?
There's probably like a set amount of
people you escort out.
Yeah, civilians that get. Yeah,
because we know there's police. Like that's another thing we're just associating as Friday the 13th. Like there should be a police exit that you could get away from at some point, like maybe notifying them or notifying Loomis that notifies them.
Yeah, but
something
we know,
of that sort.
Based on screenshots, we know that the police interact with Michael in some way, shape, or form. We've seen that cop like running towards Michael with the gun or whatever, or the nightstick, or I'll put the
Club.
Yeah, I'll put the image up. But so I don't think calling the police necessarily creates an exit. So I think it's probably like a number of civilians escorted. That would be my best guess. I feel like you could probably do that pretty quickly. I don't know if you call the police and then there becomes police exits, but then that also means that bot police like drive around and look for him.
Oh, patrolling
and trying to shoot him. Because I know Nick and Riley were saying you can potentially Evil Dies Tonight, Michael. Like you can potentially like gather up a posse. So I think if you flag down cops, because your whole job is to convince people that they're in danger.
Yeah.
So there's probably like options of what you can say. Like they probably give you like 2 choices.
Follow me or get out of here.
Yeah, something like that. So I'm assuming you could convince the police. Like, these people are in danger. This guy, you got to take this guy out or whatever.
Go down to this house.
Yeah.
The Wallace house.
Yeah, essentially. So there's so many questions that, again, we didn't. It's not that we didn't care with Texas Chainsaw or Killer Clowns, but it was like, I'll watch a video. I'll see how it's played, But this, it's got like, the noodle is, the noodle's going, baby.
It's got the best atmosphere capturing-ness. And I don't even remember, I know you could fight back in Killer Clowns, and you could take out the clowns, and you could get resurrected as a clown. I don't even remember if I don't think you could kill people in Texas Chainsaw. I don't even remember. That game was so fleeting. Like, my knowledge of it's fucking limited as hell.
Mine was literally less than 3 hours, so.
I think I put a good, I told you, 8, maybe 10 hours in, and that was probably doing the same shit of I don't know where the hell I am, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, and I'm dead.
I feel like a little worm on a big fucking hook.
Yeah, it was all a bunch of game overs real quick. There's a lot of questions, but there's a lot of excitement for me. So it's, I want them all answered
in time,
and I'm excited that they're going to be answered correctly. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? I feel like they're on the right path to where there's nothing that I'm going to see and I'm going to go, I wish they wouldn't have fucking done that. You know what I mean? I feel like they've pretty well, they've decided or whatever. They've made enough mistakes that I think they know.
They've learned from them.
Yeah. And
again, it goes back to what we started with is, we feel in good hands with Gun Media and Illfonic.
Truly. I think that because they're also horror nerds.
Yeah.
They're real horror nerds. So
you have to be.
Yeah, to want to be like, I want this franchise. I want to be a part of turning this into some, an interactive game. It's interactive. You're in the game, dude. They are just, they're not going to drop the ball when it comes to what we really, really want.
Fan service.
Yeah. It's going to look the part. It's going to feel right. And that's the most important thing, I think.
Yeah, I can remember you saying every Friday the 13th game we played felt like it could have been another entry into the franchise of the movies.
And because every game, no matter how it's structured the same, whatever, every game was different. Every game played different. Every game had, like you said, you could be the first motherfucker dead, or or you could get out of there real quick. You could fix a car in 2 minutes flat and peace out, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's why I'm curious what could be the possible way you end the match for yourself really quickly in this game, because I'd want to think there has to be a way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
it's not easy, but it's a possibility. And there's got to be more than one possibility, because one of the ways you ended Friday is you could kill Jason. Mm-hmm. So if that's off the table entirely and you're just trying to avoid Michael, what are the other options? And then it's like, if as Michael, is it going to be also like Friday, as in, does it take 3 swipes and then you could do a kill animation, or
you shoot him 6 times and then you look and then he's gone?
Or I would be really cool. It'd be cool if they had an aspect, if you had a stalk meter so high and they didn't see you, you could instantly kill a player just by one swipe.
Mm-hmm.
If you just happen to be right behind them and you are back there for a long enough period of time, 5-8 seconds of uninterrupted, just stalking them really, really close, breathing down their neck close, and just whoosh, you could just take them out in one shot. They wouldn't even know what happened.
So I'm assuming there's gonna,
that'd piss a lot of players off in the moment, but at the same time, it's Boogeyman got me.
So we talked about it 2 weeks ago when we were talking about these stealth mechanics and things. And I brought up Manhunt. Manhunt was very similar, right? So with Manhunt, you're hiding in the shadows. You get one of these guys to walk by you. You could, hit X or whatever and spam just whopping them with a baseball bat or whatever. You could go straight melee on them. Or you could wait for that prompt to pop up, and then, you get that one-shot kill animation that, the longer you wait, you get that
Sweeter
different.
it could be.
Yeah, you get that different kill animation. You're gonna choke them, or you're gonna cut their fucking head off with the garrote. All depends, and you're getting points for style, I suppose. So
I feel those have to be something that comes way later down the road.
Yeah,
Like super
gory
elaborate
kills.
types kill. Yeah,
They need to be subdued because the first movie's subdued.
Yeah, and Friday they were able to just go nuts
Oh, yeah.
from Jump Street with it. You could do the most elaborate kills with Jason because every one of his kills are pretty much that.
Oh yeah, mooshing heads, kicking heads off, whatever.
Yeah, I think for a good while you got to be able to just strangle and stab people.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
you could find different creative ways to stab people, but I think that still needs to be
pretty
limited.
Yeah, like 1-2 stabs. It shouldn't be like chop chop chop.
Oh, you don't want that one like axe kill in Friday where he's just chopping like 8 or 9 chops on a dude. It's vicious as hell.
Yeah, or the young Michael killing his sister. The camera looking at the hand, stabbed 96 times into.
Do you think they'll have a rush ability like they have in Halloween Kills, or when he's going after Paul, like you can't run, but maybe it's a quick like dash like forward, like a lunge and grab at a throat kind of thing.
Maybe, because I think that is scary. Like you think you're at like far enough away, and then whoop.
Yeah, more jump scare potential. It's the Blumhouse of games.
Yeah. You know how I feel about Blumhouse, but yeah, Dumbhouse. But I think regardless of who officially is the right holder, the right people are in charge of the game, I'll say. In our humble, know nothing opinions, you know what I'm saying? We're just two fucking geeks who like the Friday the 13th game.
Game recognizes game, and we recognize the effort Gun Media and Illfonic do.
Absolutely. I just couldn't ask for someone better. Like, I wouldn't want fucking Activision or whatever, you know what I mean?
No, I hope and pray they have a hand, or they take over entirely. The day comes when eventually Nightmare on Elm Street is up for grabs.
Hollering at, I don't know if Wes is in charge or whatever anymore.
I know there's like a rights issue with that franchise now all of a sudden.
Well,
which is why we've not gotten anything new from that, and why the merchandise is abysmal. Like,
that's 'cause,
go to Spirit Halloween, go to the Nightmare on Elm Street section. It's narrow as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
glove,
Halloween. Sweater. Yeah, you get a glove, a shirt, the long sweater for the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
The hat. I think the only extra accessory we saw was like there's a little backpack purse that has like the stripes inside of the backpack.
Oh boy.
It's so bare ass minimum. Terrifier, big huge section. Halloween, pretty good size section. Friday the 13th, bigger than Nightmare on Elm Street, I'll tell you that.
Well, also all that Friday the 13th crap got cleared up, so they're like, hey.
They did, and the game I've been looking every week because I go every single week. As soon as that store opens, I'm going to go every week until it's shut down. But they did put out the Friday the 13th the game mask and hatchet that literally has the Friday the 13th the game logo on the sales tag, and it's the NES style colors and shit, but it's official game merch.
Yeah.
I've not seen it in person yet. I've seen plenty of people online being like, hey, look what I found.
It's got cool texture to it, too. It's not just some real cheap looking thing.
Yeah, it looks great. And who do you have to thank for that? Gun Media and Illfonic.
You're welcome.
Because that's probably the goofiest, outside of kills, that's the goofiest that game got, was we got an NES style Jason that's purple and blue.
Yep.
And it was still awesome.
Yeah,
and he had amazing music.
Sweet, I was going to say it had sweet fucking music. Yeah, so look, they're going to do all right by us. And I get it. I understand why people are apprehensive because they've seen some games die
They've seen them all die.
Yeah, they've all died.
Every one of them
and
has
Friday
died
the
on the
13th,
vine.
Friday the 13th held on the longest and wouldn't have died. 100% would not have died. They had so many other plans. It was the lawsuit's fault.
It was going to blow up, I think, twice over.
Yeah, it would have just kept going.
Between the Paranoia side game, the Jason X map, the all the stuff that, like, you are not seeing that with Texas, with Evil Dead, with Killer Clowns, that fans literally finished the stuff they couldn't and put it out themselves. And of course they made the fatal flaw of like being like, hey, look what we did, and then got shit sued and got taken down immediately. But
Yoink.
There's not fans that are finishing the fucking games for any of these other ones. It's just Friday the 13th they did that for.
Yeah.
None other ones are getting this kind of treatment. Why is that? I think Gun Media and Illfonic.
Yeah, and again, I'll say this. The fact that they're focusing so hard on that single player mode lets you know that they truly believe in the longevity of the game, and they want to make a game. Like, not just I play this online after work with my buddies. They want to make a game that feels like 1978 Halloween, and you could not ask for better people to nail an aesthetic, to nail a mood, and make you smile. You know, you're gonna catch something, you're gonna see something, and you're gonna go, motherfucker, that's this. You know, you're gonna know it, or even if you don't know it, but like,
we'll know it.
Yeah, it's just that level of care that is making us be day one. We'll pre-order it. We're gonna pre-order it for sure. But like,
oh yeah.
But it has the potential to last so much longer than any of these other games, including Friday the 13th.
And maybe they learn. That's one we talked about, them learning from mistakes, and maybe a reason they have that mode added and they're focusing as much on it as multiplayer is that's something that separates it on its own from the rest of those games. All those other games are exclusively online multiplayer based. So if you don't have a crew, if you don't like playing with people online, which a lot of us, I mean, outside of Friday the 13th, I don't turn the microphone on and have the headphones on really for any reason. So I think for double those two examples right there is why you focus on this aspect, so you can have an alternative, and that also would prolong the life. If it's just the player base, all those ones have died. So if you have an alternative, so if you either don't have crew, don't have buddies, or you're tired of dealing with assholes on the internet,
yeah,
you can leave all that behind and still enjoy as much of the aesthetic of Halloween the game in this mode.
Yeah, you can just get cut loose in Haddonfield.
Yeah, probably all the stuff they'd planned for Friday the 13th that we could have gotten if the rights weren't thrown into upheaval. That probably was in the works to do, like the Paranoia mode or whatever else they could have possibly come up with. The single player bits on it were probably a test run for things. So all that, I think, gives it ammo to last a whole lot longer than the rest of them
100%.
did.
100%. It's going to. I manifesting it. We're putting it out there. Like,
now, we manifested it for the other games. We feel it's going to happen for this one.
I fucking believe in this. I believe in the Halloween game. And I have not felt like this since Friday the 13th. Whatever, we talked about it 2 weeks ago. The second we discovered summer camp, whatever, Indiegogo or whatever the hell it was, the second we saw it, we were like, this kind of feels like a fucking Friday the 13th game, dude. And we were like, I'm giving them my money. Like, you reading this? Like, that level of hype, I'm there right now.
Yeah, and we have next to nothing. We have some screenshots and a teaser trailer.
A couple of we're working real hard for you guys,
Yeah, some little bits of reading information, which,
and also we get a lot of our information from Slash and Cast and
yeah,
and wherever else. So
But it's just crumbs at this point. At this point in time, it's just crumbs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that we were talking off air earlier. You're like, I have a feeling there's a potentiality that by Halloween this year, we might get like a beta test.
Like, yeah, some sort of
some sort.
Beta test, a slight playable demo. Because I think around Halloween is when the next... I'm not a gamer, so I don't fucking know what they're called, but like the big like gaming expos that happen. Is it Q3 or whatever they're called?
I don't know.
Some shit like that. I don't know.
I don't go that far into it.
Someone's going to tell me I'm a moron for not knowing in the comments, but it's cool.
We'll just see it on YouTube when we just start all of a sudden seeing new game and movie trailers one after the other.
Yeah, we're going to be getting, just based on the rumblings that I've heard, I think we're going to be getting something. Even if it's not a playable demo or whatever, I think we're going to get a legit full trailer. Remember when Friday the 13th dropped the, like, here's some kills?
I remember when they dropped the music video.
Yeah. And then
that was one of the first things we watched was the
Crazy Licks 13
music video. Yeah. So have Carpenter drop another track and just put some gameplay, like in-gameplay footage in that.
Yeah. Like,
Stingers.
Focusing on the atmosphere.
Yes.
You know? Especially dropping it on Halloween it makes all the sense in the world. Drop that, get people like, holy shit, and even if it says coming 2026 or whatever, like,
yeah, that's like the early like guesstimations is they're thinking like spring of next year.
But and then some of the stuff that I've also read said that they're way further along in this game
than they're leading on.
Yeah, so I mean, but just based on
element
screenshots,
of surprise, man. They're gonna get us.
Yeah, based on screenshots alone, you can tell that it's not in like, I don't know, early development. Like, everything has some real nice textures, lighting, like, because I think it's made with Unreal Engine, so it is.
That's wild,
fucking
anyway.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I got a bunch of like ambiance channels. Like Sinister is an ambiance channel I love watching, and he uses Unreal Engine to make horror movie kind of scenes for an hour, 3 hours. Shit ton of Halloween ones that all are really great to put on in the background on Halloween night to get that aesthetic going. So I think the future is very shining bright orange.
It is. Or blue, because it's nighttime.
Blue, yeah.
In Haddonfield.
And I'm
cold.
Always an October Halloween fanatic anyway, so to be able to have that vibe of that feeling year round is gonna be super nice. We were at summer camp for like 5-7 years.
Yeah, and it was glorious.
Yeah, we had an endless summer for a number of years, and I'm ready for an unending fall now.
Yeah, just imagine, boy. See, and that just brings a smile to my face and makes me just think about loading in and just standing next to a tree in the night and staring at a house and being like, I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers.
Or you're going to yell, hey, Lonnie.
Yeah, get your ass away from there. Like, just being able to stand on Lambkin Lane and watch people go about their business on Halloween night and be like, I choose you. I choose you. Yep. I'm about to stab you, baby. Like,
nah, that one ain't right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, you forgot your stethoscope. You better get that, you motherfucker. You know, I'm killing all of y'all. I'm wiping out Lambkin Lane. It's a ghost town.
That's got to be one of those higher end like achievements if you can just leave no heartbeat beating at the end of the night.
I'm killing the baby.
The night no one survives.
Yeah,
that's going to be the title of that achievement.
In the crib too.
Oh God.
I ain't leaving anybody.
I don't know about that aspect. I would laugh and be all for it if they did, if you're able to kill like little kid trick-or-treaters, but it's like, I don't know, that's a shaky.
Maybe you just bump into him and push him down like you did to Lonnie Elam and
scare him maybe, but it's like, oh man, you could face some interesting backlash from some folks if you're able to murder children in this game, because I know a game that's been out for a while, that's been a big PC game that we're potentially looking to maybe get is called Ready or Not, and it's a first-person shooter, but it's the most like realistically accurate tactical shooter that's ever been put out.
Oh boy!
Like it's a couple of shots, you're dead if you're not really slow and taking your time. and I know I watched a bit about one of the missions is you're literally going after someone that produces things you can't say on YouTube because you get flagged for it. And then you follow like from location to location to location, and you end up at this dude's private mansion. And it's like, well, where are all these kids at that you were supposed to be able to find? And you get to the basement, and there's just a ditch filled with barrels.
Oh boy!
And concrete mixes all around. And it's a lot of that stuff that I was talking to a buddy of mine that's a PC gamer exclusively, and he's like, yeah, they've dulled down a lot of shit to get it released on console, so I don't know if some of the aspects of the PC version that I played are going to be the same for home console. So that's what makes me worry about any potentiality of murdering small trick-or-treaters in this Halloween game, because if they do, oh my gosh, I don't know how it's going to fly advertising and wise with in that aspect.
This Halloween, kill them all. I don't know.
It would be hilarious.
Just
but I don't know the logistics of it being pull-offable.
Yeah. Well, one can only try, right? So
you could probably chuck one kid at it with each arm through windows, and that you could just carry two of them.
I'm gonna knock one off a 3rd-story balcony.
I'm gonna throw one at a car while I'm driving down the street. Get that Ben Tramer action in reverse, throw it at the car, and make it blow up.
You know he was only 17.
Hopefully the driver gets out and goes, he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, hit him at fucking Mach 9 and he exploded.
I love this immediately. That's everyone's go-to. Anytime there's an automobile accident in a movie of any sort, the first thing someone always says when they get out of the car is, that dude came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Friday, or Elm Street 5. Some kind of jet, I didn't even friggin' see him.
Elm Street 5 or something we may be covering really soon. Pumpkinhead. That kid came out of nowhere.
Yeah, came out of nowhere. Good Lord. Anything else you want for our love fest? We choose you, Illfonic and Gun Media. We love you guys.
The hatred that they get from the internet community is wrong.
Yeah. It's unwarranted, I feel.
I feel they're kindred spirits in a gaming world, and we're in a podcasting world. Because like our equivalent was like some of the music videos we did a number of years ago, like the little deep cut things we put in there that nobody picks up on. I feel it's the same kind of thing here. Hopefully it's some way, shape, or form this finds their way to them, because we would love them to know your hard work is not falling on deaf ears or blind eyes. We're seeing it, we see it, we appreciate it, we back you. We're always going to be behind you.
All the way from Brower, Illinois, in the cabin.
100%. So the rest of the world is dead ass wrong, and we just told you why.
Now they'll be playing catch up when the game comes out, and then but I mean, look, again, you can't ask for better when it comes to this kind of thing. And we had that conversation back with our old tech guy. We'd be like, because he was kind of a graphic stickler, and he'd be like, but the graphics, and we're like, yeah, but dude, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. All of these things. It doesn't have anything to do with the graphics. Can you still run around? Can you still climb through a window? Can you still lock a door? Whatever. Like, you can still do it all. It's the total package. I'm in Higgins Haven right now. I'm genuinely inside Higgins Haven, and they knew every nook and cranny of Higgins Haven. Based off of blueprints. So it's like, it's not just some blanket design hoping it looks like the place. Like, no.
I never felt I was in Texas. I felt I was in New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
And I want to feel like I'm in Illinois.
Even
I want to feel cold.
I want to see one palm tree peeking.
I want to see green everywhere except for some leaves that get blown around from time to time.
One garbage bag of leaves to make it look like fall.
Bonus points if you occasionally get some cigarette smoke coming wafting into the camera frame from John off
Carpenter
screen.
Is just to my left.
Yeah.
I can smell him.
Is that fog? No.
That's right.
Marlboro.
There ain't a fog bank out there. Hey, look, there's a fog bank out there. Son of a bitch. Yeah. But I suppose on that note, should probably get going because, after all, there's a lot of shit out there.
There's a game we're waiting to play.
And someone's got to keep waiting for it.
Yep. 'Tis the season, so why not celebrate it?
Yes.
We love you.
Thank you for listening to the Deep Cut Podcast. We sure had a blast trying to make you all laugh. You gotta set your reminders and get ready to geek, 'cause there's a brand new episode every 2 weeks. Now that you're done with the show, leave a comment on that shit and let us know your movie prop pick. Find it on Spotify with tons of episodes.